What is the customer code is what I think you're asking me. Well, the origin of the customer code goes back to my thinking about what in fact do customers expect? What do they want and what creates fulfillment, satisfaction for a customer? And looking at that, we're back to the idea that business is a human art. So what in fact we're doing, whether it's in consumer markets or in business to business, what in fact we're doing is we're creating satisfaction, emotional satisfaction to our customers. So the question is, how does that show up? And so how do we provide for that? In exploring that, I discovered that the simplicity is that all customers are really just looking for three things. And here's what they are. The first one is attention. As human beings, we all want to be paid attention to. Why? Because it gives us a feeling and a sense of significance, that we count, that we matter. Of course, the opposite of being paid attention to is to feel ignored. And who as a customer would want to feel ignored? And I think we've all experienced that. A very simple example of that is when you pick up a telephone and you call for customer service and you're immediately dropped into a prompt system. And that prompt system and menu leads you to another one and maybe another one. It doesn't take us long to get frustrated. So we all want to be paid attention to, we all want to be heard, because it does give us that sense of significance. And we get that. We get that as we do business with someone. And that sense of that and that feeling, that's very, very important to us as human beings. The second one is that we all want to be competent. And so what we do is we expect the providers of a product or service to be competent in what they do, that we really get a sense of that they have the expertise and capability, whether it shows up in a product, again, or in a service, that they're competent in delivering it. It's very often what we consider being a big part of what are we paying our money for. After all, it is a reflection. As a customer, it's a reflection on me if I choose to do business with you. If you're incompetent, then it reflects on me as being incompetent. And when you're competent in delivering, then of course, then I feel I've made the right choice. For whatever it is that you're delivering, if I'm getting what I expected from you and you're delivering that in a competent way, it reflects on me in that manner as well. And so along with attention and the desire to be competent, the other thing that customers want is to feel cared for. Now, this is an interesting one because caring for someone is both showing compassion and empathy. At some level, there's perhaps a desire to feel some affection towards one another. In the end, what I've discovered in exploring this is that the main facet a customer experiences caring behavior from a provider of product or service is how open and honest they are. In other words, if you really care for me as a human being, and you respect me, and you demonstrate mutual respect towards me, that means being open and honest with me. That means being forthright with me. And we as customers, we've at some level accept that we're not always fully going to get that level of honesty and openness. The thing is, we really do want it. It says a lot about the relationship and who we are in that relationship. So in the end, the customer code really speaks to three things that all customers want and how it is that we provide for those as providers of products and services. And they are to be paid attention to know that you're delivering that product or service in a competent manner, and last but not least, that you care for me as a human being. And when those are satisfied, that's very often, in any experience that a customer has, that's fulfillment. That's trust. That's also a great deal of what brand loyalty is about. Because if you give me fulfillment of my need, then I'll trust in the relationship further. And so I'll keep coming back. And I'll invite others to join me in coming back to you.